Welcome back to Halifax. What an absolutely gorgeous morning we got here. Finally nice to get back down here to one of my most favorite places on earth, Point Pleasant Park. Definitely one of Alma's most favorite places on earth. We're on our journey from here to about a third of the way across Canada and back. Tons of fun. Yeah, we're just kind of getting back into the swing of things here. It took me a while this time to get back into the routine of life, but we're getting there. All right, buddy, let's go see what we can get up to. Yeah. Absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. All right, just getting this site all set up here and feeling like home. You know, talk about the road trip really quick. And I mean, I'm happy. I had a great time, and I'm happy with how it went. And the plan was to kind of travel slow. And I think I did. Slower than I usually would. I mean, I've done that road trip in, you know, days, not 3.5 weeks. It took us 4 days to get to Ontario, where I've done that almost in a straight shot before. So that was really nice to go slow. But, you know, I started to get the feeling it really wasn't slow enough. I mean, I would love to really be able to take my time on a trip like that. Really get off the beaten path. You know, visit little smaller towns and maybe stick around a bit, get a feel for them. All that traveling was kind of mostly highway driving. And I mean, I had a heck of a time trying to find some cool boondocking spots. And that's because I just couldn't get far enough away from the highway. Even though I had a little more time, I didn't have enough time to get, you know, back into some crown land, really get off the main track. I would have liked to have, but it just didn't turn out that way, and that's fine. But I gotta say, I really want to travel that way. And I'd like to. I got the van, and I got this ability to do that right now, and in the near future. And I really think that that's what I would like to do. You know, and maybe not stay at so many Walmarts. I mean, thank God for Walmart. On this trip, I utilized them several times, and I'm glad I did. Now, you know, back in Halifax or here in Halifax, I don't ever stay at Walmart. I got a plethora of other spots, but kind of on the road, right off the highway, easy to find, feel safe in a place that you don't know kind of what it's all about. If there's other rigs there camping, it's usually pretty good. I did have a question from a subscriber wondering about Walmart. They said that they thought that all Walmarts were fairly camper friendly. And I think, I mean, it's probably before my time of doing that, most were. But I think what has happened over time is some of them have got used and abused a little too much. With people staying for a long time, people coming, pulling chairs out, pulling barbecues out, all kinds of stuff. Staying later than they should once the Walmart opens, and then customers are having issues finding parking spaces, and it just didn't look good. So I know that some Walmarts have stopped it. Most in Nova Scotia here, at least in the Halifax area, you don't see campers there anymore. And I noticed a few going through. There was no campers, and then you get to other ones, and there's many. So, not too sure. I think it's up to the owner of the Walmart, or the manager of the Walmart. I know some that are in a mall are a little different because there's a mall security. So then that kind of maybe falls on the mall itself, whether they allow people to camp or stay overnight in their parking lots. But I do know with Walmart that I'm not going to say they're hit and miss, because they're usually pretty good. But unfortunately, that they kind of got taken advantage of, maybe I could say, a little bit. And so you're finding more and more Walmarts now that don't allow boondockers to kind of stay overnight. But I think the respectful thing is that, kind of keep it in your van, keep it in your rig, and then get up, be clean, and then get up, spend a couple bucks at Walmart if you need anything, like just anything small or whatever, just pop in and grab something, and then leave or move at least. Once the store opens, because they need those spaces for customers, and when they don't get them, it's taken away from their business, and then it kind of puts a bad light on the people that are boondocking there and just using it just for a night stay, and then they're going to hit the road again, and then that kind of gets taken away from everybody. So I mean, kudos to Walmart. I got to thank them for the few nights I spent there, because a couple times I spent running around looking for spots to stay, and the trusty Walmart was where I ended up crashing for the night. Alma is just loving this spot here. She's been thrashing through the bushes after, I don't know what's in there, but she's been flying around here. So it's a good spot. Nice little shade here too. Living in a van, the goal is to get the things you use, accessible. With the shorter roof van, you don't have as much storage, and I got a bunch of stuff under the bed. So I'm trying to get it out of there and kind of get it up where I can just easily grab it. Those new slats under the bed are working out fantastically. But what I was going to talk about really quickly here is YouTube. Are you supposed to talk about your YouTube channel on your YouTube channel? I don't know. And just that trip, and I mean, that was the first time I've ever taken a camera along and kind of filmed a little mini adventure like that. And it was a little hit and miss. Hope the videos turned out okay. I'm still editing some of them, or the last one actually. So, it's a lot of work. You're recording, and then I want to take some time to edit, and I just, would end up doing something else. So something moving forward, I do want to kind of commit to being a little more, diligent with staying on top of that and not getting, a week behind. But hey, vacation was my first one. But I mean, I had a couple of near misses there with the vehicle, just because I'm using my camera, or my phone as my camera. I don't have a camera. So I'm always messing with that back and forth, and the GPS and phone calls, and then filming and putting it on the little tripod and taking it off, and all that stuff. So I think one thing I really got to do is get a camera that would make doing that sort of stuff on the road much easier. So something I do want to try to work towards is stashing a little bit of jingle away to hopefully buy a cool little camera or something that might help with those situations. Starting this channel about 3 months ago, this road trip was always on my mind, and I kind of worked up towards it and then figured I'd do this road trip and then take a measure of how I'm feeling about doing this YouTube thing. And I like it. I mean, I really like it. It's kind of neat. It's interesting to look back on things. It's interesting, gives you a little bit of a different perspective. It kind of makes you see yourself in a bit of a different way. It's kind of neat. And I've noticed too, it kind of makes me commit to things I say on here. So that's what I'm kind of half looking to do with this one. As I mentioned, I could have kept driving when I got up to Sault Ste. Marie. I could have kept going west, kept going north. And I think that's what I eventually plan on doing here, is get back to the mountains, get some good skiing in over the next season or two. Hopefully be able to get out there, get a job, get a seasonal job or something. And I'd love to spend some time in northern Canada, up in the Yukon or Northwest Territories, somewhere up there. And, spend a summer up there. Spend some time up there, get to know it. The prairies, too, would be kind of neat. Just something different. So I'm saying this now so that hopefully I will kind of stick with that plan. And I don't see why not. As I say, I got this van. It's not going to last forever. And I didn't really build it just to work a full-time job in Halifax until it breaks down. So I do want to make use of this freedom that I have at this point. But, there's some steps to go there. I mean, I still got some debt from the van, from the work I did before on the van, before the trip, and just some work I've done. And then the trip itself, I had to put a little bit of that on credit. So I do have some debt that I need to work through, work off. And so I'm going to really try to get, a little more frugal with my money, get a little more mindful with my spending, and really keep tabs on that. So I think that's something moving forward on the channel. I'm going to try to keep you guys, if you're interested at all, informed about on how I'm doing, and I think it'll help keep me accountable and on top of things. So moving forward, I'm just going to try to work through new ways to kind of live a little cheaper, and kind of set my sight on a goal of maybe getting into a little more of a nomadic lifestyle, if you could say that. But I would love to put these wheels that are underneath my home to a bit of a different use than they are currently being used for. Right, Alma? What do you think about that, buddy? It's amazing the amount of stuff you can accumulate over time. It just builds and builds. And when you're living in a 70-foot square place, it doesn't take long to get a little bit out of control. So I'm working on it here. We're making some headway, but I think I got a banger out here before it starts to get dark. I'm going to get some supper made, maybe run up and hit the shower, which would be nice after the drive and hanging out today, crawling around the van. But I just wanted to throw this one out there. And I mean, this is my real world and the thoughts I'm having about what I'd like to do moving forward with my life, with my van life. Just some freedom, and freedom to not necessarily get out there and do whatever I want, but freedom to be able to make the decisions to do things I want to do. I think that's true freedom. I have a job. I love my job. I don't feel stuck in my job. I don't hate it. I don't feel like I just despise going to work every day or anything. I truly enjoy what I do. But I in a position now where I need a job, and I need a full-time job, and I'd love to be able to get out of that position and be able to maybe explore other options. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some hard work, but I think I can pull it off. And then with you guys, I'd love to share that kind of road with you. Keep doing what we're doing, but kind of add that into the mix. That I kind of got this goal I'm working towards. So, and I think it all has to do with the road trip. It was my birthday there last week as well. So all kind of some time to kind of sit and think. And then, my birthday, as you get older, your birthdays, you kind of reflect back a little bit. And, you don't have as much time. I don't mean to be a bummer, but you don't have as much time moving forward. And you start to think, there's some things I wanted to do throughout my life that I didn't do because I had other responsibilities or other things going on. And, things change, and maybe you can pull that freedom off or pull those things off that you put on the back burner years ago. So, get out there. If you're thinking of, you're feeling a little stuck or something, get out for a weekend. Get out for a weekend road trip. Hit the road and see, what that does to your mind space. If we can get out and make it a week, do it. It's amazing what, just breaking the routine can do. I know we all know that, but I'm just kind of going through it right now as well. So, and this was a big one. This is a good chunk of time off work, and I'm finding it hard to come back. And I don't think it's because I don't want to be back. It's because I want to do something else. So I think I'm going to really try to grind in there and make that happen. So, hopefully you guys come along with me on this journey moving forward here with this. And, get out there and shake your own life up a little bit. See what falls out, see what sticks, see what you need, what you don't really need. It's worth taking a reading on that stuff every now and again. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to get some dinner cooked, hit the shower, take Alma around. But we're here. We're at Thomas Raddall Park in Port Jolly, Nova Scotia. And tomorrow we're going to kind of take a tour of this area and check this park out because it is beautiful. So we're going to do that on the next one. So hope to see you there. Thanks so much. Cheers.